All right, guys, how you doing? Let's look at 102, mass and weight. I had a tough time with this when I was your age, hundreds of years ago. Well, let's look at the basic definitions and the differences between mass and weight. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. It stays the same. When I was a kid, they told me it was just the amount of stuff like space that this object takes up. All right. Weight is, however, a little different. That's changes with how much gravity you have. For example, if you were to, let's say, wake up on the moon or something like that, you would go like this. You go, wow, and you would die because there's no, oxygen for you to breathe out there. Okay, but your weight would be a lot less because the moon's gravity is a lot less, like a sixth or a fifth or a third or something like that. Anyway, so your weight would change. All right, that's why people bounce around and kind of like, ooh, like this when they're on the moon. Okay, masses. Let's look at a couple of things. A grain of salt, a paper clip, and a math book. What kind of math book could that be? All right, a grain of salt, we're going to say, is about a milligram. Milli in Latin means thousand. Okay, a paper clip is about 1 gram. Sometimes it's just G. A math book is a kilogram. All right, you should be aware that 1,000 milligrams gives you 1 gram, and 1,000 grams gives you a kilogram. All right, and just make sure you memorize those. So if you want to write some kind of a formula, 1,000 milligrams equals 1 gram, and 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. A kilogram, by the way, is about a couple of pounds if you were to do some kind of a conversion like that. Okay, the weight of an envelope and a letter, a shoe, and a small car. Envelope and a letter, you could say, a couple of ounces or something like that. It just depends on how big it is, maybe 1 ounce. All right, an ounce is this, but it's abbreviated OZ, period. Sometimes put a period there. A shoe is about a pound, and sometimes pound is abbreviated LB, like this. A small car is also an ounce. No, it's not. Okay, that's a Prius. It's about 10 ounces if it's a Prius. All right, but yeah, small car, let's say about a ton. How many pounds are in a ton? Do you know? No, not 41. No, not 67. That's it, 2,000. Okay, you're right. 2,000 pounds equals a ton. Okay, so just make sure you can make those conversions. How many milligrams are in 1 gram? Okay, how many grams are in a kilogram? All right, there we go. Weight conversions, how many ounces are in a pound? You should know that. No, not 41. I already said not. No, that's 67 is wrong. No, 16, that's it. Okay, yeah. 16 ounces are a pound. So, all right. 2 kilograms is how many grams? Well, each kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 2 times 1,000 would be, 2 times 1,000. How many would that be? Let's see. 2 times 0. That's 0. Okay, got it. All right, now 2 times 0. Oh, that's also 0. 2 times 1. Okay, it's 2,000 grams. There we go. I got that. Okay. Another example. These are kind of funky. Now look at this. We're going to add a couple of pounds and a couple of ounces and get 1 unit with a part pound and part ounce. Well, if you look at this, you go, wait a minute. This is going to be 12 plus 6 is 18 ounces. And then 7 plus 2 is 9 pounds. And then you go, wait a minute. A pound is only 16 ounces. So this is actually, instead of 18 ounces, we can call this 1 pound and 2 ounces. So you can just add this pound to that 9 pound and go 10 pounds and then 2 ounces. There we go. All right. How about this one? Subtraction is a little bit different. But this kind of harkens back to like when you would subtract, I'll show you an example. If you were to say something like, 2 1/4 minus 1 and, 5/8 or something like that. Well, this fraction is bigger than that fraction. So how are you going to work that? You're going to borrow, right? Same thing here. So if you look at this and go, I can't subtract 8 from 6, you're just going to go, okay, forget this. I'll just borrow a pound here and stick it over here. That's going to be 16 ounces and 6 ounces. That'll leave us with 9 pounds. Well, 16 plus 6, we can just write 22 ounces if you want. Minus 8 will be 14 ounces. And then 9 pounds minus 4 pounds is 5 pounds. There you go. That's all you need to do. Okay. All right. Let's try the practice problems. Try A through E. Pause it, and when you are finished, go ahead and check back, and we'll look at the answers. So, all righty. Let's take a look at A. Half of a kilogram. How many grams? Half of 1,000. 500, right? B. Liter of water is 1 kilogram. So the mass of 2 liters is about 2,000 grams, right? 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. C. We get 6 pounds and 19 ounces. Of course, we'll convert that to 7 pounds and 3 ounces. All right. D, we'll subtract. We're going to change that to 8 pounds, and then we'll change that to 16 plus 8 is 24. And then subtract. That'll be 2 pounds and then 14 ounces. All right. Half-ton pickup truck can haul a half-ton load. Half a ton is how many pounds? 1,000 pounds. Half of 2,000. Okay. All right. Do a good job today with the stuff. See you guys next time. Take care.